Listen, how good does it feel to be back in the Sweet 16 for a third straight year? And what's it feel like to be there with this group?
Jim, it's awesome because, Jemima Shaq and Zakai Ziegler have been just a huge part of our program the last 4 years. And for them to really know that they've been a part of three straight 316s. And I'm proud of it for them. But, Jordan Gainey came in and Phil jumped right into that mix. And so there's a lot of good things that have gone on here, obviously, the past couple of years. And it really goes back to the players. And we've been blessed to have a group of guys that have bought into the program and how we want to do things. And, just happy to be a part of it.
We're talking to Rick Barnes. Rick, maybe before we look ahead, we can look back for a minute. You beat the 7-seed UCLA on Saturday at Rupp in Lexington. How much respect did you have for Mick Cronin coming in and how hard his teams play?
Wow, you know what? That's all we talked about with our team coming in, how hard his team's playing. And I have obviously a tremendous amount of respect for Mick. I've watched him through the years, and we knew that it would be as hard a game as we had played all year. I think his team does as good a job as any team I've ever seen with their positioning on defense, using their hands in a really great way to create turnovers. And they're just so competitive and hard to score on, really, really hard to score on. It was no different. I mean, it was really what we thought. But that was the mindset coming in. We're going to have to find a way to understand how hard these guys are going to play.
How much thought have you given to Kentucky, and what are your initial thoughts about that matchup? Because as we know, this time of year especially, it's all about matchups.
Well, yeah, Coach Love's done a great job. I respect him so much and his team and his program. They beat us twice this year, and they beat us. You look at it, they shot the ball extremely well against us both games, and you got to give them credit for that. And I think anytime, I'm sure they break down the film, we break it down, and we'll see. We've seen things that we know we got to be better at, but the fact is, the last two games they've beaten us, and we know we got our hands full because the fact is that if you're playing this time of year, you can take the seeds out, you can take the names off the jersey. Everybody can play, and it's like going outside on the playground. Everybody's waiting for the next one, and whoever's waiting is ready to go, and so you got to be ready regardless of who your next opponent is. It just happens to be Kentucky, which is our biggest rivalry right up the road. But I am glad for our league. I think our league was what we went through this year was incredible, and the fact that we've got some teams here where we are right now, I'm really happy for our league.